Agitation is one of the side effects for people living with dementia. This behavior can also be challenging for families caring for a loved one with the disease. Sam, what are some of the common causes of agitation in dementia, and where should caregivers start when trying to manage it?
Well, so you got to understand that agitation itself is the brain waving a red flag. Something's wrong. I'm not just this irritated mess. It's I don't have the means of communicating what's going on inside of me. Maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I'm thirsty. Maybe I'm bored. Just simply bored. I'm lonely. Maybe I'm constipated, which is a huge one that people don't even think about. So you kind of got to start to put the puzzle pieces together, and you got to think, okay, if I'm going, maybe it's been a while since you've eaten, so let's try this. Let's try to bring the room down. Let's try and change the lighting and try and kind of make a calmer spirit. But do we need to eat? Do we need something to drink? Maybe I'm going to give you something to fold. We're going to have towels to fold. So there's a lot of things that you can do. It's not so much what to do as it's what not to do. And what not to do is huge. Do not argue.
And don't
do
correct
not
them.
correct. If you correct me, I'm going to defend myself till the cows come home.
I think you're just trying to understand the feeling behind the behavior.
Right.
They're trying to tell you something. It's not intentional. You know, you just have to, sometimes they talk about those 4 R's of dementia and the reassurance and the calming and reconsider and put yourself in their place and redirect them. If they're too agitated, maybe you can just redirect them to something that's calming and soothing for them that you're aware of, and then just try to get them to relax.
Yeah.
I would want to say, because I've heard a lot of people talk about, I've tried everything. If you're exhausted, you're tired, you're agitated, you're frustrated, we understand. And we're not here saying you're doing something wrong. We're saying, here are some things you can do in your environment. Look at the natural light they're getting. What kind of routine are they on? How loud is the noise in the house? Is it something they can tolerate? Would music help or would it hurt? And what might work today won't work tomorrow. You know, you really have a decision, and you get your hopes up, and then you think it's going to work and it doesn't work, and then you're frustrated again.
But you can also have a toolkit, because the things that work today won't work tomorrow, but it might work next week.
Exactly.
So now you can just put a toolkit there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can also look for local resources, well, and frankly, online resources in addition to Aging Untold. Look for resources to get better ideas and better understanding of what's going on with your loved one. Local specialists may be able to provide some training and some support that you haven't thought of before. Just having a conversation with someone that understands can make an instant difference.
Yeah.
And then I was also going to say you could visit memory care communities depending on where you live. But if you're in a good sized city, there should probably be some really nice memory care communities that would be a great place to visit. You can ask about the training of the staff, how long the staff has been there, what kind of things do they do to address agitation.
I've learned so much from you guys, especially with my father. So when he gets agitated, I don't try to, just redirect.
Yeah.
And then when you do that, you know what? He starts smiling and laughing.
Well, that's exactly what we want. We're learning from each other, and we're sharing with viewers. Please let us know what else you'd like for us to talk about. Let us hear how you're enjoying the show, and we'll be right back with Aging Untold.